You may have too much vitamin D if you experience stomach discomfort, unusual mental symptoms, or kidney problems. Excessive vitamin D also shows up in blood test. Welcome back, friends, to another episode of the channel Wealthy Health. Vitamin D plays an important role in maintaining the health. It's necessary for the growth and development of your muscle cells, proper functioning of the innate and adaptive immune system, maintenance of the health of your skeletal systems, and more. Because vitamin D deficiency is more common, many people use vitamin D supplements to maintain the healthy vitamin D levels. But too much vitamin D can also lead to health problems. Too much of vitamin D can cause, the first one is elevated blood levels. In order for vitamin D to reach the toxic or dangerous levels in our body, it needs to exceed 100 nanograms per milliliter. When taking high dose of vitamin D supplements, it's likely that a healthy person's blood vitamin D levels could come close to reaching excessive or toxic levels. In most cases of vitamin D, toxicity are caused by inappropriate supplement dosing and prescription errors. For example, in 2020, a 73-year-old man developed vitamin D toxicity after taking 10,000 international units of vitamin D per day for many years. There's also another case that is also in 2020 where a 56-year-old woman who took an average of 130,000 of IU of vitamin D per day for 20 months in hopes of improving symptoms of multiple sclerosis and she was hospitalized for the symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and muscle weakness. So always make sure to consult a healthcare professional on what dosage you should take, because this will help you to avoid potentially the inappropriate or the dangerous kind of dosing for you. So the next kind of causing can be the elevated blood calcium levels. So vitamin D helps your body absorb the calcium from the food you eat. In fact, this is one of the most important roles. However, when the vitamin D intake is excessive, your blood calcium may reach the levels that can cause unpleasant and potentially dangerous symptoms. So the symptoms of vitamin D toxicity are primarily related to the hypercalcemia, which means excessive high blood calcium levels. So some of the symptoms of hypercalcemia include some are like digestive distress such as vomiting or constipation or stomach pain, and even loss of appetite, excessive urination, kidney stones, kidney injury, and even kidney failures, then high blood pressure and abnormal heart rhythms, dehydration. Even hypercalcemia can be like life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. And the third cause can be like altered mental status. That is, hypercalcemia can actually lead to the altered mental status in people with vitamin D toxicity. So people with vitamin D toxicity induced hypercalcemia commonly have 5 symptoms like confusion or depression and psychosis. In extreme cases, even coma has also been reported in some of these cases. So in actually like 2021, one of the case was like a 64-year-old man. He accidentally took 2 lakhs of vitamin D per day. That is 2 lakhs of international units of vitamin D per day because he misunderstood the medication instructions. He showed altered mental status and other serious symptoms related to the hypercalcemia. Then he remained agitated and he was confused for the first 10 days of his stay in the hospital. But his symptoms actually gradually improved as his calcium levels dropped. He took about 18 days for his calcium to return to the expected levels. Another major cause due to the higher intake of vitamin D is the kidney complications. So in some cases, actually the vitamin D toxicity can also result in kidney injury and even kidney failures. This is because having too much of vitamin D in the body actually leads to the high levels of calcium, which can lead to water loss through too much of urination and calcification of the kidneys. So hypercalcemia can also actually cause the blood vessels of the kidneys to constrict. which leads to the decreased kidney function. So if you're taking a very high dose of vitamin D supplements or are receiving vitamin D injections, your doctor will monitor your vitamin D levels to ensure like they aren't becoming like potentially dangerous for your health. So always avoid taking high dose of vitamin D supplements unless your healthcare professional recommends them. So I hope today's video is very important and something very useful for us. I know the over kind of vitamin D in our body, these cases are very less, but still there are people in US, UK, these conditions have become more, and than having vitamin D deficiency, they're having more amount of vitamin D in their body. So try to always consult a doctor or a professional healthcare professional and take advice of them, and then do take the amount or the dosage according to what they have prescribed. The vitamin D supplements, I know because of the vitamin D deficiency these days, people do take the vitamin D supplements. So always take the prescription of a doctor and then do take the vitamin D supplements to avoid all these kind of dangerous health problems. So please do like my video, please do share it and subscribe it, and please do share it with all your friends and families. Till I come up with a new video, everyone take care, bye bye, and have a healthy life.